And we are live. How's everyone doing? Sheesh, it's been some time. Before we start, Spaces will start in about 5 minutes or so. Let me know if you guys can hear me, and let me know um, the audio is good, and the quality is good. I'm getting some weird internet connection, even though I have like 5G and everything. But I'm checking here. It looks good. It looks pretty good. So maybe it's just a little glitch. How y'all doing, man? CJ Dibs, how you doing, my man? Recent guy who got gifted to be a channel member. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're doing awesome. Elon Bravo Solutions, as always, Bravo LFG, go all in, stack and hold Tesla stock or go or get left behind. Always solutions. Every comment, every video you comment, and and every live as well. You comment as well. Appreciate you, my man. I love it. Love you, man. How you doing, Miles? Hope all is well. How you doing? I hope everything is great. Hey, Pejjy, what's up? What's going on, William? I hope everyone is doing well. Jose, hope you're doing great as well. Hope everybody's doing well. I mean, most of you guys are in like North America and such, Middle East. What's going on here? Yeah, it's hot out here. My head gets a little damp in this heat weather, like 50-degree weather. But here, man, this Middle East, there's a lot of tension going on with Iran and Israel and all that kind of stuff. Things are crazy. We're ready for this new age. Hell yeah. Robotaxi, guys, it's here. Robotaxi is here. When is the Robotaxi event? Tentatively June 22nd. But we will see what happens. We will see what happens. Optimus. Yes, William, let's flip and go. Bro, save yourself from this. Bro, suckers, get out of here. Hi, I'm from Mexico, man. I hope all is doing well. Hey, Pejjy, thanks for the good work. Thank you, my man. Make sure you guys smash that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already, so we have supporting me. And if you guys want to support me going one step forward, become a channel member. There's a lot of good exclusive videos coming, and early access videos coming as well. And it's only like $2 a month, so it's a way of supporting me as well. So that'll be if you guys do that, thank you. I know William and CJ and some other guys are doing it as well. Solutions, he's doing it through Patreon though, so that's different. On Patreon, I have like Excel sheets and stuff modules you guys can check out. But thanks, guys. I really appreciate you all. Now I think we're going to start in 5 minutes. I think we're going to start. Hi from Dominican Republic. Nice, good stuff. Love to visit there one day. All right, so let me go see what the guys are saying for the spaces so we can start. But guys, Robotaxi is here. Robotaxi is here. Why can't I message them? X is, I don't know what's going on with X lately. Oh my God, it's so annoying. Okay. Okay, let me see if they're ready. Are you? Let's start. Might as well start it. Let's get this show up and running. Let's start. Let me go ahead and share my screen a little bit too. Okay. Maybe you say sheesh once. Sheesh. Yeah, welcome. FSD licensing. That'd be crazy. I mean, but I just don't see how Tesla can do it with like cars that will have low volume. It's not gonna be worth it for them. I don't know. Let's see how they're gonna do it. All I know is that car ownership is gonna go away within the next 10, 15 years. Not because we wanted to. It's just that's how the market is gonna shift. That's what I mean. You guys already know. I've said this many times on this channel. Tesla should make a Model Y with seats facing each other. You know, the affordable models could be a Model 3 and Y without steering wheels and pedals. Stripped down. Just saying. That'd be crazy. Robotaxi indeed. Hey, Pejjy, Montreal, Canada. From Toronto here, my man. Hope you're doing great. I hope the gas prices and all that doesn't bother you, because they're going to go up now because of what's happening in the conflict here in the Middle East. Sheesh moment. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Let's see what they're saying. Jesus, which one is it? I have so many tabs open. Let me see. That's a lot of tabs I have open, man. I should probably cut some. Okay, I'll cut this one. There we go. It's called Joseph and these guys. Okay, here we go. Is this it? This is it. Can you guys see? Perfect. That's the right one. Let's start. Looks like we're gonna start, guys. Let's do this. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Come on. There we go. Here we go, guys. Get ready. Let me know if you guys can. You guys just said you guys can hear already. Let's go. That's a good point. That's probably the what's it called? Most likely and probably it's the stripped down Model 3 and Y. It's looking like it, to be honest. When is FSD ready? This year again? Yep, this year. Also waiting for Roadster. Everyone forgets about the Roadster. But yeah, Roadster's not gonna do anything. I think they're gonna sell you like 500 worldwide, maybe. All right, let's see. Hello, hello.
And you guys, hello, my friend.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Wonderful,
Hi, guys.
wonderful. How you guys doing?
I'm doing good. I'm excited.
Same
I
here.
don't know. I've been
Nice, good stuff.
it's been big smile in my face since the clip of the Robotaxi go viral. I'm
Mhm.
just like, ooh, just cannot stop smiling about it. How you guys doing? How do you feel?
Seems like we're getting more and more sighting of the Model Y robotaxi out there, which is very exciting.
Can I say something funny? Like just last week, we all thought that Tesla's not going to excel in for robotaxi and FSD because of the Elon and Trump drama, and now this week is like everything's looking like it's rainbows and sunshines. This is why when it went down with the Elon and Trump thing, I'm like, this is an easy buy opportunity. Like I, I remember it went down. I'm just like, why is it going down? What fundamentally did it change for Tesla? Nothing. Like what is Trump going to do? Attack Tesla and Elon because of what he did? He can't really do that. Anyways, I brought common sense into it a little bit, and I bought some shares. And if you guys bought some shares too, nice, good stuff, easy buying opportunity.
I did. I add a few hundred shares. Surprisingly, I did.
Let's go.
It was painful. It was painful, but in retrospect, it's a good decision.
Yeah. No, I was laughing the entire time. I mean, I, I thought it was staged the whole time. I was like, this is just not real. But I was having I literally had a popcorn in hand. I was just watching the whole thing and laughing. I'm just like, this is just hilarious. And the funniest part was a lot of investors actually sold stock because of this. Like it was like
Right.
on YouTube and X, people panic sold, and I'm just like, why? What you thought
Yeah.
Trump's gonna attack Tesla and SpaceX, and he's canceling all the things that he's mentioned, and then what Trump said. I mean, that is a little bit concerning at that time, but this is emotions at play, and we should give it a day to rest, and that's it. It was only a day, and the next day, or 48 hours after, everything was okay. Everything was like actually, yeah, they made up. Their best friends now, and now the stock's going back up.
I never expect it happens so fast and turn around so fast, and they get on the same page on the call within 2 or 3 days. To me, it's surprisingly fast. I never expect that one.
Yeah,
But come to talk about it, like people say it's 4D chess, I still don't buy it, man. I don't think it's 4D chess. I think they really
yeah,
see an issue and not eye to eye. But then they also realize it's important for them to work together on the same boat. More pros and cons being friends rather than enemy. But I still don't think it's 4D chess. I just don't see it. Just me, maybe.
yeah. At the beginning, I thought it was like some sort of a stage thing, but then as the day went on, and it got a little personal. I'm like, this doesn't feel like a 4D chess. It feels like they're actually attacking each other. But I'm glad things are, they're both friends again. And Elon realized that he went a little bit too far, and he deleted the posts. And um, Trump said, well, Trump also said that he wishes him well and hope they're still friends and stuff like that. So that was all that you needed. And I think Elon now realized that maybe I shouldn't be involved in politics because it doesn't matter who it is. They're gonna do they're gonna do what they do. You can only do so much, and I think Elon realized this. after going through all this, and I think he'll be super laser focused on his companies and just the next big techs coming out. I think he's just going to double down on them, because I
Yeah.
think he reached his limit on trying to help or save the government in any way, shape, or form. I mean, the overspending and deficit, I don't know what the reason was that they did that, but to me, if I was Elon, it's like a slap in the face. Because like, what are you doing, man? Like, I'm doing all this stuff. I worked like 6 months on the office floor. I didn't even sleep on a bed, just trying to save us, a couple billions of dollars. And now here you are going over the budget by trillions again. Like, what are you doing? So
Yeah.
I think he
Yeah.
realized it. Yeah, I think he realized the big time that, okay, maybe I shouldn't, focus so much of my energy in the government, because at the end they're gonna do what they want to do, and I'm, I'll do what I can.
Well, look at the bright side. I mean, DOGE is here to stay. The department itself is here to stay. It's in good hands. A lot of those young people are very smart, intelligent. They are working, behind the scene in DOGE. And also, I think it's now run by pretty capable people. Antonio Garcia, who is very friendly with Elon and also a very entrepreneur person. So to me, they are in good hands. You cannot really have a deadline for cost cutting for government with like a 6 month deadline. It's never really going to be as efficient as we hope. It always takes time, get people ramp up, put your people in place, negotiate with Congress and Senator. All this stuff takes time. So I'm happy that the government realized that this department is needed. People are looking for real solution. Even though Elon may not be the person bringing it to the end, to the finish line, but at least we have a department in place and smart people, continue improving the situation. That's important. At the same time, Elon's doing what he do best, which is, making the pie bigger, increasing GDP in different venture. So to me, that's the most important thing for Tesla investor. And nowadays, a lot of people talking a new business venture, which is like government contracting with drones. I don't know where it's coming from. Do you guys have any input where the drones conversation come by? We know that there's an executive order talk about flying cars and drones initiative, but I never heard about Tesla doing drones unless I'm missing something. Anyone?
May I?
Yep.
I think all the smoke, the new smoke is come from their knife. He say America need drone, and Tesla is in the in have the, what does he say? I don't know the real exact word, but he say Tesla have every part. We can build a drone, and the drone is what is a good business that they need right now. America, a country, need a drone technology, and Tesla in the seat to drive this forward. I think that's where it start. However, I never hear Elon mention one time about drone, but maybe I'm missing something. Petty, you hear something different?
No, I'm hearing about that the government is doing more stuff with drones, and that's smart because you just look at Russia, Ukraine, what Ukraine is doing using drones to to gun down $35 million jets. I mean, that is a bone crushing. When you look at the financial, that's just ridiculous. And Iran's doing the same thing. They have so many cheap drones that they can use to um, let the other side that they're aiming at use their most expensive missiles to shoot down very cheap drones. And so when you look at it that way, you need to, you need to have drones. You need to have drones. I'm not too sure if Tesla's going to get involved with drones. I think their hands are way too full right now to get involved with drones. I think it's a little. I mean, Elon said it himself that he talked about the Tesla phone too. He's like, yeah, look, our plate is way too full. We need to like get our next technology out, get the robots out. We need to focus on these and on the AI stuff. I don't think I'm going to give it a 0.069% chance that maybe Tesla will get into the drone business. I just don't see them getting to it right now. So that's my thoughts on it.
Yeah, to me it's interesting. If Elon is not interested in doing it, he's gonna flat out say, "Nah, we have no plan. We're too busy. We have no time." But the thing is, he never say anything about it. That's interesting. Sometimes not saying something tells you a lot. Maybe he's considering. Maybe government is pursuing them. Maybe something happening in the background. God knows. But by not saying anything, to me, it's saying a lot. If you know what I mean. Barry, any input from you?
Yeah. Can you hear me or?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, thank you for putting this space on. I just wanted to come in and say, wow, what an amazing, crazy couple of months we've been through. I mean, I didn't think it'd get any worse than what it was when they were setting them on fire and stuff like that. And then next thing, Elon comes out and says what he says. It was like, oh my God. But what was I going to say? On terms of the drones, though, I mean, one of the reasons I never invested in Planeteer, whatever you call it, was for the sake of it being like a weaponized sort of company. I don't really want my money in something that kills people. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think Elon wants to extend life. I don't think he wants to take it. So I think in terms of the drones, I don't think that'll be something that Tesla would. And I think that would actually, I don't know about you, but it would affect me. I mean, making money is nice, but at the cost of it killing people, like I wouldn't be interested. And I think that would be something that put me off, to be honest. But I think long-term goals for Tesla isn't to take life, it's to enhance and extend life, if anything. But yeah, I just wanted to say that, really. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. I think if it's really needed, I think Tesla will not Tesla, Elon will just make a new company separate. Someone on YouTube just said, have Elon start a new company if he really must. And that's a very good point. So, but I don't think Tesla is, wants to get involved in that stuff. Even I think someone asked him in an interview that what if, humanoid robots want to be part of, the army and stuff, or, he's like, look, our robots will not be used for, military stuff or, killing people or whatever it is. So I also don't think that, I mean, knowing that, I don't think he'll get into the drone business and stuff. But, let's talk about the rollout of Robotaxi, because, dude, what I saw that happen on June 10th, right? Like literally 4 days ago. I don't know about you guys, but I had like goosebumps, and I had a little tear in my eye, just a little bit, because it's like, for me, that's my whole entire thesis, right? And seeing it actually rolling out and seeing it on the road, it's just like, bro, like this is real. Like people who from June 10th and prior, those people that didn't think this was possible, now they're second guessing it, because now they're actually seeing the car on the road. Obviously not for public yet, but being test drove. I mean, it's still under test and supervision and stuff, but they're seeing no drivers. It's just the beginning, and that's a very big deal, because mark June 10th on your calendar and just keep having a timeline. If anyone on this chat want to do that, that'd be amazing. And keep a good update, a nice chart. Like June 10th, this is what happened. June 22nd, they rolled out. June 30th, they increased the Model Y or FSD unsupervised to 30 vehicles. And then July something, it's now 100 vehicles, let's say. And showing these timelines. If we just go back and see where this all started, June 10th is a very important date, and in my opinion, a fundamental change to the entire company of Tesla. Those who keep viewing it as a car company, well, why would a car company have driverless cars all around the city, right? So that's going to change the whole narrative of it as well. And I'm just excited for it. I mean, I'm thinking by end of this year, we'll have like 1,000 Tesla robotaxis on the road all over the US, in my opinion. And I'm pretty confident of that. I mean, and that's if everything goes well, but I'm pretty confident that we'll hit the 4 digits by end of the year, and everyone's gonna be shocked about it. They're gonna go like, "How the heck did these guys go from 510 in June all the way to 1,000 by end of the year? That's 100x gain. Imagine what's gonna happen next year this time if that happens, right? So it's very exciting, and I feel very comfortable buying the stock even in the low 300s, because I know once the revenues and the profits come from large robotaxi deployments and how much they can generate. First of all, Waymo and all these other Uber, Lyft, all these guys are, it's finished. I just don't see them competing with Tesla. Whoever,
Dead.
yeah, whoever,
Dead.
yeah, whoever is having this argument, like Gary Black and all these other guys, I'm sorry, but they're clowns. I mean, they're just, how can you even compete? If Uber is smart, they'll just order 50,000 Teslas right now, if they're smart, if they know. I would, if I was the Uber CEO of Uber, I'll be like, okay, yo, dude, we should stop partnering with all these stupid companies that will never solve full self-driving. And if they do, it's gonna be geofenced. And we should do something that will actually not allow us to go bankrupt. The only way I see Uber and Lyft being part of the future in the future is them being a subsidies of Tesla, unofficial subsidies of Tesla, where they just buy Teslas and they just add it and then they just put it in the FSD network or Robotaxi network. That's it. That's the only way I see them surviving. I just don't see any other way. And then Waymo, forget it. I mean, they already have their limits. Doesn't matter how cheap LiDAR gets. It's just not going to work. So whoever tells you all these things, who are so convinced that Uber and Waymo and all this, it's just, okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Just don't have a lot of stake in these companies. Unless, again, Uber comes out, Lyft comes out. Oh, yeah, we're going to buy 10,000 Teslas today. Why? To get ready for robotaxis. Then that's going to change everything, in my opinion. I think that's going to be complete. I think I will go long on Uber then if that happens. But if they don't do that, which they don't seem like to be seeing they'll be doing that, I think they're going to be in a very, very big trouble. But yeah, I'm very comfortable buying at these low price. Well, 300, but I would say low prices. I think in a year or two from now, the stock price will be a whole lot higher. Not financial advice, but just my opinion. So I'm comfortable buying at these prices after seeing finally the robotaxi is now out and actually doing things, and how quick and how dedicated and what the grind, how to say it, the grind that they're doing, that Tesla's doing. So I'm very very excited to see. Sheesh, we have Alexander here. Alexander, oh man, you're the talk of the town this week, my man. Elon Musk you're posting you single-handedly going after the Swedish FSD regulation, man. Love it, love it.
He
Yeah.
is the diplomat of the Swedish now. The whole Sweden, the whole country is depend on him right now.
Exactly.
One person, Alexander. Welcome, my
Yeah.
friend.
Thank
How's
you.
it going?
Yeah, it's going great. I mean, it's been an exciting couple of days.
Your new best friend
good.
named Elon Musk.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so yeah, the response have been great. I mean, there have been a lot of people stepping up. A lot of Swedes I've seen that I've never seen on X before that stepped up, and they've sent in the email template to the Swedish Transport Administration. So this is probably putting a blowtorch to the ass of the regulators there.
Good.
So hopefully this will make them think twice before they try to make this take longer than it should.
I got a question, Alexander. Why is the Swedish government so anti-Tesla? Like, I'm seeing a lot of I think it's because they're part of the union or something like that. And then we have a lot of pension funds dropping or banning Tesla investments for good. Like, what's going on there? Why does the government hate it? I don't get it.
Well, the transport administration or agencies, that is like a separate authority from the government, so it's not like the politicians itself, right? But Tesla has actually sued them because there were the union fights that started like almost 2 years ago, or maybe it's been 2 years. I don't know anymore. It's been going on for a long time. Anyways, so the Transport Administration didn't want to send Tesla the registration plates for the new cars that got sold, but Tesla kind of worked around that. And Tesla sued them later because they refused to send them the registration plates. And they need to do that in order for delivering the cars to the customers, right? But I don't know what happened with that lawsuit. It's probably still pending. But yeah, so there's probably the agency is like, okay, if Tesla gonna sue us and they gotta apply for testing FSD in Sweden, well, then we obviously gonna make it take longer because we don't want them to sue us. But then again, like Swedish agency is not that corrupt, or there's no corruption really in Sweden. We have really low corruption. This is a separate part of the agency as well that is handling the applications for trying or for Tesla to test FSD in Sweden. So it's like a small unit that is named like technology road or road technology. So there's only a couple of guys probably working in this small part of the agency that is handling the applications from Tesla. But you never know, right? One of the higher chiefs up in the agency maybe golfs with or whatever with the guy from the apartment that handles Tesla's applications. You don't know. So anyways, this is at least a try to make them think twice. And yeah, I think this will have an impact because they need to respond to every single email they get. So this will hurt them a lot. If they keep on saying no to Tesla, we will keep on sending them emails until they grant Tesla the permit to test FSD in Sweden.
Amazing. Amazing. I love this so much. I have so much feeling and emotion this month. June is Elon birthday too, and Robotaxi come alive. And like Pejjy say, I have to piggyback on what Pejjy just say. It's not about 5 car, 10 car right now. It's about the ability to scale, which is that gonna come no matter what you like it or not. What I try to ask myself, I'm gonna ask all of you guys here, big brain, tell me, my friend. So if Robotaxi start now, it mean the car need the charging. Who does that? Right? Like in Austin, they have the place that a car can drive itself there and charge and have a robot vacuum to clean the car. What is going on, right? Those stuff what I want to know about, number one. And number two, semi. Tesla semi. Where is it? Do you guys know the milestone where it is? And what do you guys think the Model Y? Is this gonna be another best selling here in America? People gonna buy Model Y? Are we selling car? Or we are not selling car? What is going on? I ask because this is Model Y. Is this gonna be another best selling here in America?
What happened?
People gonna buy Model Y? Are we selling car or we are not selling car? What is going on? I ask because this is what people are talking about. They don't buy stock because they think that we're not gonna sell car anymore. What is going on? Tell me.
Hey, I can try to get at that if you're okay with that.
Yes,
First, I just
hello,
want to say,
Habib.
hey, first, just want to say hi to everybody. Happy Saturday. Yeah, I think those are really good questions. I think about that stuff a lot as well. So The first question is that I expect right now.
Dude, what's going
Sorry
on with
about that.
Spaces?
I'm back.
Oh,
The first
okay.
thing about the Robotaxi network is at first it's going to be a slow launch, in the sense that
Man, Spaces is
smaller amount of
weird.
vehicles. They're going to really make sure that everything is safe, and they're just ramping their business up. They will probably just use local service centers to charge the vehicles in the evenings. I think they also actually have some charging stations that are not publicly. I think you can actually go charge them if you find them, but they're not being advertised publicly as charging stations in the Austin area. So they may have those set up to be designated robotaxi charging stations, and they'll probably just have at first their own like robotaxi cleaning team that just makes sure the vehicles are cleaned and they're in good shape and condition until they start really rolling them out in larger quantities. They'll
Bro, what's going on with X, man? This is ridiculous.
the fleet and have them just maintain it. But that I think is kind of going to be fluid. In the beginning, they're just probably going to manage everything
What the heck's going on?
to start either at the end of the year or early of 2026. So the factory is underway right now. That's going
All right, let me try this again. This is weird, man.
to some quarters. I think they do have shrinking. They have some decline in sales, and that
Okay, I'm back as a co-host.
is just because of the
What?
ramp of production, maybe some financing structures, pricing deals, things like that. But the vehicle so far, just from the reviews that we're seeing online from everybody, is getting raving reviews. And so it looks like everyone loves it and definitely is on track. I don't know when that's going to happen. It may not be this year, but
Jesus Christ, man. X is weird, dude. Sorry, guys. Last week we had the same issue too. Jesus Christ.
So I just want to add one more point. There are a lot of third-party fleet management company waiting to happen to support Tesla. All the logistics, how to make that happen. But in the meantime,
All right,
I think I
guess
agree.
back.
They're gonna have it managed and maintained in local service center. In the meantime, back to you guys.
can I ask you guys a question? And I'm not sure if you guys have it or not. If you do, I want to maybe you can repost it. But have you guys done, or do you know any good accounts that have done like a good cost analysis and an estimate of like potential future revenue earned from launching a robotaxi network and what that would look like at a
Yes.
scale of say 5 cities or 100 cities, et cetera, et cetera?
I think
Yes.
the best person to look to that is CERN Basher.
100%.
Oh, okay. Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, CERN. I had him a few times on my channel going through these things, and man, his stuff is in great details, and I would really recommend him. He goes above and beyond when it comes to projecting revenue for Robotaxi, Optimus, in very great details too. So I would really highly recommend him.
Thanks. Yeah, I appreciate that. I know like a lot of people say a lot of things and they're like $10 trillion, but I just I wanted to know, like, get a better understanding of the nitty gritties and just read into more of the detail.
I wholeheartedly love CERN. I think the amount of time that he put in to do his research is like legit. Um, CERN is like every time he talking about robotaxi or the robot, the valuation of the robot is melt my brain. Please go follow him. Um, we have new speaker here, but where is go? Oh. So, milestone of Tesla. Robotaxi check. Do you guys know anything about robot? Pejjy have fabulous episode with Tesla Boomer Mama. Pejjy, why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, I mean the robot thing is it really hurts my brain thinking about it. You know how they're gonna scale and what they're gonna do, but uh, when I had a chat with Boomer Mama, she's like, "Yeah, within the next 12 months, we should see a rollout of the Optimus bots, humanoid robots." And you know what? I kind of do believe her because when you look at other companies with their robots, holy crap, are they going quick on it? Like, I don't want to. I know there's a lot of hate that Figure gets about. I'm sure we all saw that 1 hour video of it trying to like figure out the what's it called, the clothes and coming off the assembly line, whatever it was. But I was watching that, and thanks Joseph for sending that to me last week. I had a good chance watching the whole thing, and I'm just like, my God, this is kind of like the thing is doing it. Like it's not teller operated; it's actually doing it. And I can only imagine how far Tesla is already and how fast they can scale this thing. So I'm like, we have companies, and I mean, I've always said this too. I think there's more companies working on humanoid robots than there are trying to figure out robotaxis. Because there's only one company in the world that has a lead in real world AI that can really solve robotaxis on large scale without being geofenced, and that's Tesla. I don't see any other company doing this. Like it's crazy to me that no other company can do what Tesla's doing with robotaxi. But with humanoid robots, I'm seeing so many companies coming out, mainly from China, just hammering away and making these bots like they're nothing. And I can see Tesla trying to roll this, them rolling it out within 12 months. I can see that happening. Now, Joseph and I had a good talk, I think it was last week or so. We talked about what we think about the human robots, where they could be. And we already know that Tesla is planning to produce 5,000 of them this year, and 50,000 next year, at least a 10x. So if it's 3,000, it's 30,000. If it's 4,000, it's 40,000. I mean, why does Tesla need that many robots? Why do they need 50,000 robots made by end of next year? What are they gonna do with that?
Tons of training.
Yeah, but that's 50,000 robots. Like it's like, what are they gonna do?
I think they get deployed in internal factory and external factory, non-Tesla factory, and SpaceX everywhere. The more exposing to real world, the more they can learn. I think that's why they want to scale. And unless the robot itself is close to manufacturing ready, release candidate, pilot program ready, they're not going to build so many, right? It's going to be very costly if you build a bunch of robots that's not really close to final. So to me, that's the sign that they believe the latest version is good enough to the point where they can build like 5,000. That's a telltale sign, like, hey, if there's something wrong with the hands, they can replace the hand. But the body and the legs and the battery, the body itself, the chassis is good enough to ramp up, which is very exciting.
It's crazy because when you look at how many employees Tesla have right now, it's a little over 120,000 employees. And let's say by end of next year, it'll be, let's say 130,000, right? If there's no recession. That means Tesla's going to have, if they have 50,000 robots by end of next year, that means that 30% or 35% is like, humanoid robots, if they're using Tesla internally to work. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane.
And the crazy thing is also financially, every single one they produce will be sold at almost any price point.
That's the part that breaks my mind. I'm just like, man. At first, I think it'll be a little sluggish. I think factories will buy them first. Then when they realize that, this thing can cook for you, clean for you, do the vacuum, take out the trash, people will realize that, oh wait, it's my personal maid. I think I can use it around the house for something. I think we'll have a little a time frame where people are like, should I buy? Should I not buy? And then once people realize that, oh, this thing is, just like, how iPhones were, that everyone just starts buying. I think that's what it'll end up happening. Alexander, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that if that happens, a certain bear will let Optimus have sex with him live on X. At least that's what he said. So that would be maybe not fun to watch, but fun at the same time, I guess. I mean, Optimus is an interesting product, right? I think like the hardware they have for Optimus is probably pretty much finished. The hardware is much easier to build than the brain, right? The brain, the AI model that's going to run in Optimus, that is the hard nut to crack. And it seems they have made a lot of progress how to train Optimus with like video in and then action out approach. They can build a model up, like they can train the model on a video and then make Optimus do that action or whatever they showed the Optimus. But it makes me wonder how much leeway they have on the Optimus robot when they train for something. For example, they showed Optimus how to take a trash bag and throw it in a bin. How much leeway do they have on that? How different can the bin be before Optimus don't recognize that it's a trash bin anymore? How small or how big can a trash bag be before Optimus like, I don't know what this is? So that's we don't really know that how general it becomes when you teach it something new, and how much the brain can refer of the thing that it just learned, and how much variation it can handle, pretty much, which is interesting. I guess we will have to see, right? And we see Brett Adcock with his figure robot. He's pushing forward. He was on a podcast yesterday. Was it Herbert channel? Yeah. And they've talked a lot about like sorting packages and stuff. But I don't know. I don't see how useful sorting packages is really, due to the fact that there is already like specialized solutions that does this much faster. I guess we will have to see, right?
I always think that there will be an intermediate step where Optimus don't have to identify every single trash bin or trash bag out there. There will be intermediate step where some company, or maybe even Tesla themselves, produce a compliant product like trash bag that Optimus already trained for, or the Optimus familiar with, or dishwasher or dryer that is compliant with Optimus. This is Optimus trained, Optimus ready. So if you buy those compliant appliances, then you know for sure that Optimus can handle it, recognize, and know how to do it. And then gradually become more and more generalized as Optimus becomes smarter. But I think there'll be an intermediate step where a lot of companies, including Tesla, can benefit from Optimus ready product, so that it can be commercialized sooner, faster to market. So that's if I'm running a product team, I'll be making a bunch of product that is Optimus ready and launch it and put it in the market. And when the box come out, then automatically a bunch of use case will be enabled. But that's just my marketing thinking.
I do want to say this, so that's something that did really blow my mind, is that now apparently Optimus, they don't have to teleoperate anymore for them to teach him things. They just gotta do what they do with how they're solving full self-driving, which is feed it with tons and tons of videos that you can even get from YouTube, and it'll learn. Like, that's the part that blows my mind, that this thing just went from being teleoperated to learn things to now just being fed with a bunch of videos, and it can learn to do things. That's insane to me. I mean, the mind blown emoji, that's what I was, and I'm still am. It's just like, It's crazy. So that part made me go like, wait a minute, if they can do that, then that means that they can scale really quick and really fast. I think by orders of magnitude, in my opinion, because teleoperation takes a long time for them to do a certain task, while video data is just, much easier, faster, and just upload the damn thing, and that's it. And if Tesla wants to do what they're doing with the robotaxis, copy that method with the Optimus. Oh my God. Like, here, you guys buy Optimuses, let them train in your homes to do certain things. Oh my God, dude, that's going to be crazy. I think if they do it like that, I think by the end of this decade, we'll have Optimus bots everywhere. You know what I'm trying to say? It's crazy.
Hey, Pejjy, remember Amazon also talking about having robot deliver the final stage of delivering package, right?
Yeah.
I wonder when Optimus will also be able to get off the car, grab the package, and put it out in the front door. I mean, that use case, somebody has to figure it out, right? That got to be the most important use case to complete the end-to-end product delivery cycle.
Yeah, I think that they'll figure that out. I mean, if the video part really video data part training really surprised the heck out of me. I never thought that they could do this with Optimus, to be honest. So the fact that they can do it, I'm just like, whoa. Really blew my mind away with that. So
it's interesting. It's interesting. Yeah, as you said, like they do video to simulation and simulation to action, or video to sim and sim to real. I wonder if when you have compute increase in the future, where you actually can have Optimus look at something, do a simulation, and then just repeat what you just saw, like a dance or something. If it can do it in the future, maybe do it natively in its own brain. Like that would be pretty awesome.
I can agree more. Absolutely. And also one thing, remember we have a new potential board of director joining the team from TSLA, the fast food chain store Mexican food. Think about it, right? Optimus using videos to train how to cook Mexican food. I mean, it's not rocket science. Cooking food is a very definable step of procedure, how to get the food ready. And then Robotaxi, and then another Optimus robot will take that food and put it in the car and know where to go because somebody ordered that food. And the second Optimus will deliver that food to the front door. So basically, cover end to end from food creation all the way to delivery. And basically, cut off so many middlemen and be able to make all the revenue by yourself. I mean, think about it. Nobody could contaminate your food. You don't have to pay tips to Optimus. Well, you can do it if you want to, but you don't have to. And then everything is clean, sterilized, and perfectly cooked to your front door. I'll be surprised if the new board of director person from AAA is not thinking about that. He got to be thinking about that. What do you guys think?
Well, cooking is kind of, I was thinking about this a lot a couple of weeks ago. Like you can have a Michelin star chef in your home. And why would you even order takeaway if you have Optimus at home and Optimus can make the greatest dish you ever tasted? Why would you ever order takeaway ever again? You might go to restaurants for the experience, right? But you wouldn't order takeaway. That wouldn't make sense. But then again, great cooks and chefs, they need to taste the food, and Optimus does not have that capability. 100%, it does not have that capability. For example, if you're buying groceries and Optimus is going to use, for example, chili. The Optimus does not know how strong that chili is. Doesn't really know how much, maybe it doesn't know how much salt it put in. You need to taste the food constantly for making a great dish. and Optimus does not have that capability. I wonder how they will get around this.
This is why I don't think the personal chef at home will be the next step, because it has a lot of customization and tailor-made step to make that happen. So that's why when the food is all centralized and controlled, tasted before delivering, in bulk, they're not going to cook one dish at a time. They're going to cook 1,000 meals at a time, so that all the quality is the same, and then they deliver it to you, because not everybody is rich enough to have like a robot at home by themselves. So I think food delivery will come before personal chef, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, no, I know.
What I see.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead, Pejjy.
All right. No, I mean, I know McDonald's, they're very interested in getting these bots. Like, I know McDonald's does a lot of reposting of what Tesla does, mainly with the bot. I know on Robotaxi Day on 10/10, there was a little like Easter egg with McDonald's. So I can see McDonald's being one of the first few ones to go like, all right, let's test these bots in some of these stores. And I think over time, once they learn how to make the burgers, because if you like for a company like McDonald's, how they make their burgers and all this stuff is all systematic. So if the bots can learn that cooking this meat needs this many seconds, and burnt is what burnt is, and all these other things that are, I'm sure the bot will learn over time. It's easy for them to learn and just to replicate in other stores. And then before you know it, when you enter McDonald's and other fast food places, you'll see Optimus making your food. And I don't think you even need a cashier for that. I mean, just, go to that tablet thingy and then just order, and then you just get your food from there. I can see that happening. And every time when I think about that, I just think about me not having enough Tesla stock. That's what I got to say.
Don't we all? So I'm so excited. I think it's my I think the new chapter of Tesla is here right now. And my husband keeps saying, Fa, our money is already in Tesla. You need to think about who gonna come and make us fail. Who gonna come behind us and stab us in the back, and Tesla gonna fail because that's all our money in Tesla. And he making me study another robot. And I think it's beautiful work that they try to show figure robot in Herbert podcast. It's beautiful. That thing is beautiful. But I don't believe that they can scale like Tesla. And all of us talking about the robot do the delivery, the robot doing Michelin star chef at home, the robot working at McDonald's, the robot can fix my room, can walk my dog. I don't have to pick up dog shit anymore. That would be perfect. Like all that stuff. The sky is only the limit. But who is number two? And can someone come after Elon and take his business and make his business fail? What do you guys think?
First of all, the Brett Adcock being on Herbert channel and everything about round scaling. That's why he's on Herbert's channel. He needs more investors. He needs more money. I've seen his machines that he showed off for producing his robots. And that's cheap-ass machines. I work with CNC machines. I know when I see cheap CNC machines when it got shown to me. And that is not like the machines you use to make millions of robots. That is just what you show investors for them to give you money. Okay, so that's what Brad Adcock is doing at Herbert channel. He's looking for investors, and if he's not getting investors, there's not going to be any scaling. There's going to be maybe some robots delivered in some package with hand cut foam in it. That's that's the only thing that's going to happen. Only a few couple of robots that are going to be super expensive, and yeah,
I want to
that's it.
concur with Alex a lot on this one. I used to work for a smartphone, and we create 5 to 10 prototype. A phone costs about $250, $300 out there. Guess how much the prototype costs each? How much?
1,000, 2,000.
Couple of $100 million, maybe.
69.
Okay, so we about 7,000 to 10,000 each, right?
Holy shit.
I mean, all the plastic
crazy.
is real, all the buttons, everything is real, everything handmade. 10,000. Imagine how much that figure board being shown costs. I would say at least $1 million or two each, just because there's no economic of scale. Everything has to handmade, hand built. God knows if they last 2 weeks before they have to replace the parts and actuator. So it's not built to scale. So they definitely need a lot of funding before they can build a factory to ramp it up. I don't think I've ever seen a factory video or figure showing the factory line, manufacturing line. Have anyone seen that yet?
I have not. No.
No, there's
Okay.
there's no production line for a figure robot.
That's exactly the point.
There's only some like injection molding tool to make some plastic parts, and there's a cheap ass CNC machine that doing some CNC operation that is slow as hell.
Okay.
Which will not produce any millions of robots.
Right. So that's the thing. The most difficult part of this endeavor is not about having a functional prototype. It's about the cost of scaling it up to millions. And to me, Tesla is the only company that can do it. And they even show you the picture, a sneak peek of the production line of Optimus with like, I think 15 station, people working side by side to build that thing. That's the telltale sign on where we are, I mean, we're moving fast, much further along than other company, if you ask me.
The most impressive thing they had in their, like when they showed producing some of the parts, it was the ABB robot, the Swedish robot. That was the most impressive thing I thought, like polishing the face thing operation. That was the most impressive thing I thought, because I work with those kind of solutions, right? So, well, we have to see.
So you guys basically tell me that there's no second place in robot, but in Sweden maybe.
The Norwegians is making a robot. What is this robot called? Neo? No, not Neo. Is it Neo? I can't remember, but it's a Norwegian company, but they have a design center or whatever in LA as well. That is pretty cool. But as I've heard, they are not going to have production in Norway. They're going to have their production in the US. But we will have to see. I hope they will have production in Norway, because then maybe I can get involved, and that would be pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah, this Optimus thing is hurts my brain when I think about it. That's why I'm sticking to the Robotaxi stuff and the FSD for now, until I see some like actual movements from the Optimus in the real world to see what they do. But man, Robotaxi, man, that thing is. I think there was a news that came out that said that Trump administration is now easing on FSD rules and stuff like that. Bro, that's a big deal. That is a very big, because that's what all of us as Tesla investors really cared about with Trump being voted. I mean, of course, there's other things that we cared about, of course, but when it comes down to picking which candidate, whether it's Kamala or Trump, when it comes down to helping Tesla exceed to go further with their products and services. Trump was the one to be elected for that. And he's doing what I'm not American, but what everyone voted for. And Robotaxis is going to come much sooner than we think. I mean, it's already on the road in Austin, which is absolutely awesome in Austin. I'm very excited to see. I'm very, very excited. Getting goosebumps off that. Sheesh.
There are some people that have been complaining that there's a person in the passenger seat, in the front passenger seat.
Yeah, that's the employee.
For the Robotaxi. Yeah. But I don't know what the big deal is. Like either you have a passenger in the back seat or you have some employee in the front seat, but they are still not in control of the car. The only thing I would see that would be like a bit bearish if it would surface that they actually have some kind of control. Because in Sweden we have when you take your driver's license, right? They have a specialized car where the passenger seat actually has like a brake that they can brake if the student does something crazy. And I wonder, but I don't think the Model Y has that. They said it's like a stock Model Y. There's no mods or no modification. It's not modified. So as long as that is the truth, they don't have any control of the car. So I don't see that as bearish at all.
Yeah, I don't see a big deal of that.
By the way, guys, do you know if the Model Y Robotaxi will support teleoperate take over in case the car run into any weird condition where FSD cannot take it out and resume from an unreversible. If they were in the situation where it has to take over, it requires a person to take over. Do you think they have teleoperator to do that?
Yes.
Or none at all? Okay.
I think so. I think because I know Tesla was hiring for Robotaxi and the bot for teleoperation, just in case if something goes wrong. And I mean, it'll be quick. Like which car is having problem, connect to that car, and just do some maneuvers and get it back on the road. I think
good to know.
Yeah, I think they'll have a center, a little small center for Robotaxi teleoperation, where they'll have like 10, 20, 30 people, depending how many Robotaxis will be on the road. And for the odd occasion of the thing going rogue or doing something wrong, they can just they could handle it. I think there'll be a lot of those in the beginning, but then as they keep going forward and the AI learns and all this kind of stuff, I think it'll get less and less. And this will be different for every country. So, yeah, I think there will be teleoperation for that, 100%. I want to talk about something pretty big. So I think next week, we're going to see a sea of red in the markets, and I think you guys know why, because of what's going on in the Middle East. I'm here in Kuwait in the middle of all this madness that's going around. Like right now, what's going on right now? There's airstrikes going to Iran, not to Iran, to Israel, from Iran. This is, and now they're talking about Iran closing the Strait of Hormuz, which if that happens, oil prices are going to go through the roof. Markets are going to go down. That's going to be a very big deal if they close that off. I mean, it's insane, dude. Like here in Kuwait, the tent, it's very tense. It's very, very tense right now. But I think next week it's going to be a sea of red, which I don't mind. I want to buy more Tesla stock. This will subside as well. But this will definitely impact the financial markets opening Monday, giving it a high 80% chance that this is. Will there be a war? I don't think so. Neither countries want a war. They're just showing each other. They're just Israel has their own thing and Iran has their own thing, but I don't think there's going to be a real war that can bring that can take us to a recession or anything like that, unless they do something significant like close the Strait of Hormuz. But if they do that, that's going to bring the markets. That's going to be a big crash, like a big correction if that happens. But the U.S. has to get involved if that happens, because that's 20% of the world oil going out from that little choke point. So I don't think. So yeah, no. All I'm trying to say is that I think next week's going to be a red week. So just be prepared, because these attacks are relentless. They're not, neither side are letting each other go, and they just keep firing at each other.
Well, don't you think because the oil prices are climbing, don't you think that will be a bit bullish for Tesla? We saw Friday, like everything was pretty much red, but then we have the green candle among the Red Sea, and that was Tesla.
Yeah, that was
So-
because of the news that Trump administration is easing on robotaxis. I think that's why it went up. I think that's the main news. But when oil prices do go up like that, on a macro level, it brings down all stocks that aren't safe. So, I mean, again, if it goes down, I'll buy more. Simple as that. But at this point, even if gas prices go up, people will say, okay, I'll buy more Teslas, but I don't think that's going to make much of a dent. But this is higher oil prices is just not good for the stock market on a much broader, on a much macro level. So, I mean, again, on Friday, it was green because of the news of the ease of the robotaxi stuff. That was the reason why. And once that news came out, the stock went up, like it spiked. So that's why I'm like, okay, that's what it is. And then it slowly was maintaining, and then at the end of it was slowly coming down and all that kind of stuff. But yeah.
I don't know about macro, because I'm on the Peter Lynch camp. If you spend 12 minutes on macroeconomics, you're gonna waste the 10. So I rather just focus on, as Pejjy say, is it a good buying opportunity or not? To me, good buying opportunity means it's not going to be a World War III. Things will gradually come back to normal. There will be some back and forth counter attack, but gradually become less and less severe. Knowing that America is on the side of Israel, Iran most likely will not,
575.
do something stupid and causing the
100%.
big guy to get involved. That's the general sentiment, at least in my circle of friends here. We don't think it's going to escalate out of control. So that means people are seeing it as a buying opportunity. But again, when you invest, it's really a system. The whole system is not just an if-else situation, right? It could be like it's a system of different nodes connect together. One thing could lead to another thing lead to another. It may appear to be negative, but turns out it's positive because of this and that. So it's really hard to gauge how the final outcome. So all I see is oil price go up, it's good for EV. War, even though it's short-term conflict, volatility, but long-term, it doesn't impact Tesla that much. Not really. Yeah, and to me, it's just another buying opportunity if the price ever come down again.
Yeah,
and we have
absolutely.
two imminent date, June 22nd, and June 28th. So investors are heavily looking to see if everything's still on track. So I don't, unless Elon come out and say, no, not ready. We have to delay for 2 weeks or something. Otherwise, I don't see a big drawdown for Tesla, just because people are really anticipating the FOMO. They don't want to miss the boat. This could be the last time to buy at this price range. So before we head to the moon. So we'll see.
Go ahead, my friend.
Yeah, I want to ask Pejjy. So I think we can mostly agree here that the Q2 numbers will not be that great.
Yeah.
And those will hit in, I don't know, 2 weeks or something. How do you guys think this will affect the stock? Is this already like, do people already anticipate this?
Yeah. So so if you looked at the Q1 earnings and Q4 earnings, they were both a miss in terms of earnings, but the stock didn't have any reaction until Elon spoke and what the earnings call was. So to me, we know that Q2 is going to be a miss, unless energy comes to surprise all of us. But I think it's going to be a miss. But I don't think the market cares. I really don't think the market cares about this anymore because we have more exciting things that are coming. Now, Wall Street is eyeing the affordable models, but it's the robotaxis that's more important and more, I would say, bigger than a silly auto number. You know what I'm trying to say? So I don't think the markets will care even if Tesla misses. Sure, if they miss, the stock will be down like 1%, 2%, right? We know that Tesla's going to produce cash flow. We know this already. So that's why there's no panic in the markets for Tesla. But it's what Elon is going to say in the earnings call that's going to be more important. So if he comes out and says that, oh yeah, the affordable models that we're talking about, we did say the first half of 2025, but that got delayed for another 3 weeks or 3 months. That's going to bring the stock down maybe 10%, in my opinion. Just that alone, if he says that, which I don't think he's going to say. I think he's going to say, yeah. Maybe even before the earnings report or call, there's going to be affordable models out. I don't know. We'll see. But it's these topics that the street and institutions are looking for to see if things have been delayed or not delayed, that they're gonna punish or reward the stock or not, which is quite funny. Because now I think Wall Street is waking up that, okay, Tesla is not more of a car company because they're doing other things, but we want to see the other products come online and get more guidance of those. Now, I can see Wall Street going like, okay, Robotaxi's out. You guys are doing things. This is good stuff. But what's the scalability gonna be? How much you guys are gonna make? What is that gonna look like? And I think we'll get that answer in Q4 of 2025. And I think once we do get that answer, I think don't take this to heart, not financial advice, but I think we could see something similar to what Nvidia went through, where there was a surprise in earnings or surprise in revenue and profits. In Tesla's case, I think they'll separate the FSD and Robotaxi revenue and profits on the income statement once that becomes of a bigger business and once they expand. But I think this will surprise a lot of investors, and then a lot of Wall Street analysts, and they would have to go back to a cute little spreadsheet and update that, and then they're going to get a much bigger valuation. And I think we'll see not a big jump like how Nvidia did. I think that's going to be more towards end of 2026 or mid 2026 when there's more robotaxis out and when there's more expansion and more growth. So I think in Q4 of 2025 we will see that, but no, in Q2 I don't think anyone's going to care. I mean, if it's a beat, great. I think everyone will be surprised. But even if it's a miss, I don't think the market really cares. It's more about, okay, what are you doing next? What are you doing? What's that? How can we put that in our spreadsheets? Because Wall Street analysts, they don't have these things in their spreadsheets. They just have, okay, these are all fairy tale things until they actually make money. And that's where the opportunity is, where you and us, all of us here, can buy the stock before that goes into the financials. But until then, they're going to be like this. But yeah, I don't think Q2 will matter. I think it'll just be more of a, what is Elon going to say? And then, go from there.
Yeah, I hate to use the word I don't care because I do. I want to see more Tesla vehicle out there. To me, it's less important is the right word for that. To me, the next piece is going to be FSD, robotaxi, robotics. To me, it's important to maintain that business revenue so that we can fund other business venture. So I don't want it to be like hugely drop like 30% in demand and all that. That's not going to be good. But as long as they maintain the level of growth, even a little bit drop is fine. As long as it's not dropping crazy, so that the other business venture like semi, energy storage, robotic, and robotaxi can pick up, then I think we'll be fine. And I think a lot of investors are looking for that new revenue coming in to reflect in the balance sheet. So yeah, as long as it doesn't crash in big number, I think we're good. Fa?
Yeah. So it's wild. This year is gonna be wild. It's gonna be um the other day I'm listening to Lucky Palmer. This he's he's go on a moonshot, and he's part of what he says. Elon, he would say something to shake out all the paper hand, to shake out people who don't believe in him. He gonna say it. And but people who actually believe in him and see what he doing, they in for that. And that's his us, I think. So Pejy is right. If the attack in Middle East, I hope your whole family is safe, Pejy. I hope. And if you need to come to America, you can sleep in my airstream outside in the parking. I have airstream for you. I can make bed for you if you need a bed. Just you, not your whole family. My house is tiny. My house is tiny. I live in a cottage house, tiny, but I have space for you. So if the Middle East craziness bring the stock down from now like 320, 330 to 250, I'm buying, right? And then stock go up again, and the Q2 then knock it down to 280 again, I'm buying. So my hope, my belief in 2025, the historical year of Tesla, if it's gonna stay between 250 to 500 or 300 to 600, I'm happy about it. I'm not gonna complain. It is what it is. The one thing that I want to share here is I watched All In podcast, the new one, and then the host Jason asks 1 hour in the podcast, he asks everybody want to know the beef about Elon and Trump. So what do you guys think? And um Chama, very smart. He don't even go there. He just say like, hey, I pin it on the top. You guys can look at the clip. That's a short one. I spent time with Elon Musk and couple hour in Tesla, and they have the smartest people working there doing the impossible thing. Like this is the whole reason why me and Joseph and Pejy and all of you guys here in Tesla, because we see what Elon working on. So it's gonna be rocky this year. 2026, like Pejy say, I'm wholeheartedly agree. We will see the upside, but 2027 and 2028 is gonna. This is Elon word. It's gonna be ridiculously good. So I believe him. I'm gonna take him at his word. Thank you, Alexander, to share the knowledge about the robot and figure and the technology that you work with. Um, we should have some time together and talk more about this. This is amazing. I want to double click on it. Um, and yeah, I don't have enough Tesla share. You know, I've been buying at 400 too. I was FOMO. I buy 420 share. And then it's 390, I buy it. 380, I buy it. 350, I buy it. I buy. The last batch that I buy is 220. When Tim Tampon said 225 and dropping, I'm just so mad at him. So I go buy 220. I got it 15 share. So I'm buying. I not hit my goal yet. Not, and no one can check my conviction. I My money is on the smartest guy on earth, the guy that can do reusable rocket. And if I have story to tell my kid later, I gonna be like, why my mama friend is go doing nails and now go sit by the beach. I'm study Tesla. Yeah. Hello, Smokey Bear. Oh, did I accept him yet?
I accepted him, so he should come out now. Smokey, welcome.
Hey, bud. Hey, I just had a couple things really quick. Hey, Fa, that was a fire post that you just put up there. By the way, that was a beautiful thing I just saw, and I was talking to the cab. Much love though. But hey, Pejjy, man, I'm just curious, man, how you guys doing out there, dude? Like with the geopolitics and stuff right now.
Dude, it's here in Kuwait. It's very, very, very intense. Our airspace is open. It's not closed, but it's like we're literally next to everything. Like it's like we don't see any missiles or anything, but it's like Iran is threatening to hit U.S. bases, and Kuwait has a lot of U.S. bases. I think about 5 or something. About 20,000 troops are here. So it's like
I know you're out there like working, but are you safe though? Like, have you been everything been safe around you?
yeah, it's been good. Nothing's been happening here, but you can feel people around me. It's like they're all like a little bit concerned. Like everyone that I see and I go, they're all like, dude, what's going on with this Iran thing, Iran-Israel thing? Like, dude, like, come on, man. We don't want Iran striking us for no reason, or one of those missiles malfunctioning and hitting a random random building. So it's like everyone is like a little concerned. It's very tense here. I mean, if I could leave, I would, but I'm a little bit bogged down here until maybe August or something, hopefully.
Hey, do me a favor, buddy. Just check in with me, man, because I give a shit about you. That's the only reason I asked that.
Thanks, man.
Just want to make sure you're good. But and Alexander, bro, you are a fucking god. Keep using that voice, because, bro, the most powerful weapon a person has on this earth is their voice. Make it fucking heard. That's my only points I wanted to make. I'm proud of you, bro.
Sheesh. No, it's good. Alexander is single-handedly going after the Swedish transportation agency there, which is flipping awesome. Backed by Elon Musk. That's flipping awesome. See, this is why I'm comfortable going all in Tesla stock, because we have people like Alexander and people in the community going forward, trying to help Tesla's mission work. You know what I mean? Which other company does this? Which other investors and other companies do this? It's absolutely insane to me. This is why I can sleep at night and going all in this stock. It's amazing.
There were actually an article in a Swedish newspaper written yesterday about Tesla FSD. It was actually pro Tesla FSD, and I think because the journalist, she kind of tagged me in the article, or like look at this. I think that thing that was going on the last couple of days inspired that article, which is pretty cool. So the ball is in roll right now. I think if it wasn't for the war in the Middle East, probably other mainstream media would pick up on this, because it's not, because as soon as Elon Musk mentions Sweden in some kind of way, they pick up on that immediately and start writing about it, all the Swedish media. So when he did the heart and the Swedish flag today, I'm pretty surprised that there weren't any other articles in the Swedish media about it. Maybe it will come when there's not a lot of news to talk about. We will have to see.
Hey man, if the Swedish transportation agency approves FSD within the next month or 2 or 3 months, we all know who to thank.
Yeah, it's an important step, because the UNECE group that decides the framework for the ADAS framework for the whole of Europe and some other countries. There are like 5 countries within that group that kind of slows down the acceptance of the new ADAS rules, and Sweden is one of them. And I think the Swedish Transport Administration has a representative in that group, but that's a consultant that they hired to have in that group. So they have a representative there. But if they allow it in Sweden, my thinking is that they might not try to stop it in the UNEC group. So it will also help the rest of Europe if we if Tesla get to test FSD here in Sweden.
And it'll all be you to thank for it, bro. I'm just saying, let's go.
Yeah, it's really all the people that engage and actually sent in the letter and helped me out. I was maybe the voice, but it's all the people that actually engage and actually take action. Those are the people that is to thank, really.
Quit being humble.
I like, if you ask people that know me in real life, they wouldn't describe me as humble, to be honest.
Alexander, you come to X takeover in California in July.
Yeah, that's the plan anyway.
All right, I give you one coffee of your choice.
Oh, really? Do you have like coffee with solid gold in it? So I can. I'm just kidding.
Good one.
So far you live in SF, so you don't have to travel far to go to the X Taker event.
Yeah,
maybe
my
you-
house is 10 minutes outside of SF. But yeah,
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, nice.
we'll see you over there. This Pejjy say, right? Invest in Tesla. It's not alone. You're not alone. And Alexander do have a joke the other day that because we're talking about Tesla, we are influencer and Elon pay for everything. That's so funny. And Fasad say, hey, the hater say, you guys, Elon pay you guys to say nice thing about Tesla. And Fasad say, I want to correct you. We're doing it because we want to do it. We spend our time, we spend our energy, we spend our money to buy camera and good microphone so you guys can hear us how much we love Tesla. And we do it without he paying for it. So we that dumb. Oh, so funny. I think it's good. I think it's so good. The more people doing this, like everyone here, every space on Tesla, every podcast on YouTube, you guys here in the audience, the listener, go to Pejjy's channel. As Pejjy is like stepping up a lot. It's got a lot better the content, and my favorite one is with Joseph and with Alexander Boomer Mama CERN too. Three of the podcast with these three guests is my favorite. Um, the one with Joseph, I'm doing dishes in my house and I'm just like, yeah, right, nail it. And my husband is like, who are you talking to? I'm like, air. I'm talking to the air and the tree. Oh, it's awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're completely right. I mean, in 25 years of investing, I never joined or any community. There's no community, right? Nvidia, Netflix, Apple. There's no community to. I never talk with any other investor. I just do my own thing. And if I happen to have conviction, good. If I lose hope, I lose my conviction, then I sell. But nobody ever support me along the way. So to me, this community is really helpful because I don't have all the information. I don't know everything. So I need other people input and support. And if I have stuff I know, I can share with others too. So to me, it's really a good way to keep investing in this company and knowing that you are not alone. You're really not alone.
Yeah,
The-
it's
the-
the greatest community on earth, in my opinion. The Tesla community is, the greatest community on earth. It's inclusive. We have people around the world. Everyone is so positive, and I don't know what to say more about this, but it's great.
Dude, we have negative too. It's so funny. Sorry, Pejjy, 1 second. The other day, I'm just like looking in the space, and it's like Tesla Bear have a group. Dude, Tesla Bear, Motorhead or something have a group, and I'm so there to go in for like 10 minutes. There's Gordon Johnson in there too, and I
Oh
just
my God,
listen.
I missed
And
that.
I could not do it. 10 minutes, I could not do it. I'm just like, I have to get the fuck out.
Oh my
But
God.
West is here. West is actually giving them the the POV of the bull. I wasn't there, so I missed it. Ah, hello, West. Can you talk to us about this? Pejjy, I'm sorry. I'm curious.
No. I'm curious too. I missed this whole thing. I wish I was part of that group.
Hey guys, I may have missed something coming up to the speaker board. I heard you mention, and by the way, sorry I couldn't speak until just now. I've been tied up, so thanks for having me. But I heard you mention Motorhead's bear space and stuff. But did you ask or mention anything else about it?
No, I just went in there for like 10 minutes, and I just listened to them talking like the robotaxi would not be real. It's gonna be trick and pony, something. It's gonna be just like just a show. It's never gonna be real. And I'm like, oh, dude, like out of everyone on this earth, you want to bet against Elon fucking Musk? Like, so I'm left. But you stay, and you say, and you say the bullish point back to them, and you are kind. I don't know. Just can you tell us what happened?
Yeah, sure can. I think I joined about 50 minutes into the conversation. It's recorded, so if anybody wants to listen to it, I don't have it tagged to my account. It was really interesting. Both on the bull side and the bear side, there's a variety of understanding of how things work, and it seems like many people, just talking about the bears for a moment, really don't understand, even their own arguments. For example, part of why I went up to the speaker, and I started speaking, is because Gordon Johnson was talking about how FSD 12 and FSD 13 aren't good enough to be unsupervised. And it's like, let me give you a big friendly no shit, right? Because neither of those are going to be unsupervised. But that was his argument. And then, of course, going even further to look at the FSD tracker as evidence of how 12 and 13 are not good enough. And it's like, man, it's hard to, this guy, I wish Gordon was in here because I like saying stuff to people's faces, but he doesn't understand this stuff at all. And and you've got new bears, and I don't necessarily feel any hate towards any of these people, frankly. If anything, maybe I can learn from them if they have some value to add to these conversations. Maybe there's something I hadn't thought of or haven't heard, or a different way of looking at things. But it seems like a tremendous disservice that the top bears are doing to more influential people that are on the bear side. And so be it. Look, that's part of life, right? We all kind of stake our claims. But some of the arguments, even further, if you guys listen to it, one guy was saying, I know more about vision than anybody in here, one of the speakers on the bear side. And then he backed it up by saying, I sold a company for over $100 million. And it's like, neither of those are good arguments, right? Saying that there's a lot of people in these spaces, including this one, that have a lot of money, but it doesn't really, it's not a strong debate point to say that you did that. And so that's what I heard a lot of. But I also took away from the whole situation as to, this is such an important moment for all of us. This is something that over the next few weeks, I kind of think about the next 4 weeks, maybe 4 to 6, 8 weeks. There's a variety of things that can happen, right? We're probably going to have some hiccups, whether we know it or not. I don't know. But if the media finds out, they're going to amplify it times 20. And so it's kind of like a critical time. And I'm not going into this with, I'm optimistic, but I'm not going into this with I know it'll be successful and we won't have any problems or anything like that. What I'm going into it is, I don't know. And we're going to see. But it's crazy exciting because one of the scenarios is we come out of this in a few weeks and all of us are going crazy. They're opening this thing up, into large parts of Austin. We're getting, and one of the things I'm really interested in getting is customer feedback specifically. I'm not interested in seeing a car driver. Well, look, I like seeing cars drive around with their driver, but I hope we get some interviews with these customers to find out how they feel. And hopefully they're raving like, man, what a great experience. And the app was perfect. And we get that and we start scaling. I'm telling you what, folks, we're going to be like high-fiving and we'll be kind of past some of the critical concerns. Another thing that's exciting for me, at least, and I'm sorry to go on and on. I know I got in here late and I know you guys are probably going to wrap up in a moment. Do I have a few more minutes or a minute maybe?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Many of the bear talking points are going to die in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Like literally half of their book is about to die, right? So, it doesn't matter if LiDAR is good enough or radar is a great choice or any of that. What does matter is, does it work, right? If Tesla works vision only, then I don't care about photons. I don't care about, redundancy in the sensor stack. I don't care about the amount of compute Waymo has in the car. It doesn't matter. We won. We got it. All this Elon's been saying for 10 years that it's coming and it's not here. Guess what? That dies, right? That's going behind us. So that's what's exciting. It'll be interesting to see if some of those people are like, wow, this thing is pretty kick-ass. And so I don't know. I'm really excited. I think we're going to have some road bumps. I think we need to be mentally prepared for that. The most important part is it needs to be recoverable, right? So if we run over 3 kids in a school zone, that's going to be a real problem. But if we have some hiccups and we can quickly adjust, I think that's all I need to see. So that's all I'm seeing in the next few weeks.
Hey, Wes, I agree with you 100%. Did anybody see Omar's newest video where he's driving around New York City? That shit was wild.
I saw it. Yeah, New York, crazy. I'm wonder when it's gonna be Robotaxi in Bay Area, because I'm looking forward to go sit in one and maybe I can take a video. I hope they make it available the whole Bay Area, which is North Bay, where I am, to the South Bay, where Palo Alto and San Jose and the headquarters used to be down there. I hope they make it available. I was asking John Tesla, owner Silicon Valley, to come on today, but he's like, I have to go pick up my kids swimming in that hour. So, but I see somewhere, I want to ask everybody here, if you guys see, do they start geo map in California yet? Up here or LA? What do you think? And the protest, the riots, the burning Waymo in LA, is that gonna delay the robotaxi in California? What you guys think?
I don't think they're going to delay per se, but I think Tesla team will definitely have to take care of that use case where riot happens and how the fleet can handle that situation. I posted on X also mentioning they have real-time map. They know exactly which zone the riot could happen or already happening, and they can simply mark it off as operation not available for that region. So any existing fleet vehicle will not be going, even if you call them to be in that zone, it will not go into that zone until resume to normal. So I think it's a totally preventable situation. And if you are a a customer, you probably wanted the car not to go through that zone as well. So if you're going from one point A to point B and they potentially go into the riot zone, well, they will reroute. The car is smart enough to reroute to avoid that particular riot zone. So to me, that's a good thing that Robotaxi can do. To me, it's a use case that they will definitely have to think about. But as far as launch delay, I don't see it. because I think they have a lot of area they can expand. Instead of going to the most dangerous area, they can expand maybe in the more suburban area of Palo Alto or San Jose rather than the downtown San Francisco. So there are a lot of things they can do in the meantime. So I'm not too worried about it. Back to you.
Hey, I'm picking up a point that I don't think anybody's really realized. Like, I don't know if you're looking big picture, like zoom out. Like the way that the AI vision based works, it doesn't require any mapping. So we've been testing it nationwide, rural, city, everywhere for so long that it is ripe just to enable. It's almost like right there. So like once they get the warm and fuzzies in the test areas, I wouldn't put it past Elon just to start mass sending, like full send, because they've proven they can do it. Everybody driving with FSD supervised right now has proven that point. Just my point that I want to bring out.
Facts.
Nice. Pejjy, you still awake?
Yeah, I'm
So-
still here. I'm still here.
I think Pejjy is tired. And let's go to the wrap up this space. Thank you. It's 9 minutes come so quick and go by so fast. So Trump now love Tesla. I don't know if he loved Tesla as much as Elon loved Tesla, or as much as I love Tesla, and now he loved Tesla again. So that's good news. We can put Elon and Trump fighting in the past. The stock already come back to where it was before they get into the fight, so that's a good thing. And the full self-driving gonna work in South Korea, and maybe it's gonna work in Sweden because our friend here, Alexander, pushing it. I love that very much. I hope everybody stays safe, especially Pejjy, and I hope everybody have a good weekend. If every time you doubt, just look at Elon. Dude is working so hard, very hard. No one work hard like Elon. So I think our investment is safe. And thank you, West, to go hang out with a bear and tell us how they think, because it's funny. Oh,
Thank you.
and you guys stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And until next week, go follow everybody in the speaker panel. And next time you're my friend, your listener, raise your hand up and come talk to us. All right. Have a good weekend, everyone. Good night, Pejjy. You have anything you want to wrap up? I'm sorry.
No, that's it. I mean, for next week, we can start at half an hour earlier so we can have more time. We can do that. Go for 2 hours instead of 90 minutes, if you guys are okay with that.
I will try to work my kid very hard so he sleeps at noon.
Okay, cool. Until next week, boys and girls, have a shishi weekend. And that's what happens on the weekday. Let's go.
Stay safe and thanks, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
See ya.
guys. Take care.
Bye.
And we are done. We are done. Wow, that was 90 minutes. That was almost 2 hours. Insane. Anyways, it's like 12 here. I'm gonna go to bed. I have videos coming, so don't worry about that. And it's gonna be a shishi time. Anyways, guys, I just want to go over one person here. They mentioned something very interesting that I do want to go over. Let me go find this comment. I should have started. Where was this person? Here it is. This person is saying, why doesn't Tesla get FSD approved in countries like UAE? Is a low-hanging fruit as the country is pro-technology and wants to be the forefront of all cutting-edge tech. Well, let me tell you guys something. Ashir Ali. They are working on it. UAE is working double time to get Tesla's FSD there because there's already a lot of Teslas in Dubai or UAE. So they are working double time to get this up, and I wouldn't be surprised by end of this year they will approve unsupervised FSD. I think they're waiting for Tesla to allow unsupervised FSD in other countries first. I think we're already seeing Korea and China and now Europe and other countries and Australia already rolling out supervised FSD. And I think that's coming to UAE very soon as well. So I'll be looking forward to that. DRK man, what's going on, my man? I don't know if you're still here or not, but yeah, these weekly live spaces, they don't get much viewers because we go for 2 hours and it's on spaces as well. So people who view this, they go on spaces so they can speak. But I'll do more live videos because they do pretty well on this channel too, surprisingly. So I'm happy about that. Anyways, I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. I'm going to sign out and I shall see you guys in the next video. Make sure you guys smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I shall see you guys in the next one. See ya. Bye-bye. Let's go.